Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the 100 Days of Growth. Today we are going to look at yet another exciting topic on arrays, and this topic is something that is quite. I'm going to show you by just writing it out on my code. It has to do with when you copy arrays and when you try to work with arrays. Maybe when you try to mutate it, when you try to add new items, remove new items, and how they affect the original array. So it's something that most developers have noticed, and it's kind of buggy, but it's actually not a bug because it's the way JavaScript behaves. So let's look at it. So we have array1 equal to, we have 1 2 3 4, and let's say we copy or we assign array1 to array2, right? Now when we console log array2 at this point, because I'm already running my JavaScript. Okay, let me just quickly do this, and then I'll say index.js. So if I come here, I should see this is array2, array1, right? That has now been copied or assigned to array2. But the moment I try to array2 dot push, let's say I push 5, and then I come down here and I console log array1, you see that array1 now has 5. This is really amazing, and you'll be asking yourself, but array1 is not array2. Why does array2 affect array1? The reason why it's that way is because by default, like we've said, arrays are objects, and whenever you assign the array, or the whenever you assign an array to a new variable, you are not just assigning the value, you are also assigning the reference of that array. So what happens is that at the point of assignment, you are giving it everything that array has, which means the new variable now has the same power with the initial variable. It's like when you create a Google Doc on, maybe using the Google Doc, and you add a new user and you give him super admin privileges, which means he has all the rights you also have. So if you make an edit, it automatically reflect on his end. If he makes an edit, it also automatically reflects on your end. That's basically what happens when you assign, or when you assign a variable, which is an array. Same thing too for object as well, because basically they are the same, to a new variable, right? So it assigns the reference, the memory, and everything at that point in time to the new variable. And how we can prove this is that when we say array1 equal to array2, you see this is going to give us true. Why? Because array1 has the same reference as array2. So what then is the solution? The solution instead is to copy the array and assign it to the new array. So this is why we have the spread operator. So you can say const array3 equal to, and then you spread out array1. Now this is a completely different solution. So this is, you are not assigning the reference of array1 to array3, you are copying the value of array1 into array3. And this way, when maybe you add a new item, let's say 6, and you console log array1, it's it no longer has 6, just 5. But if we console log array3, you should see 1 to 6. So this is one of the solutions. We can also do array4, and on array4 we use array. This is also another method, array from. So array from also copies everything from array1. We can also use const array5, and you use array1 dot slice, right, without passing any index, and then it copies. So if we try to log array4, If we try to log array 4 and we try to also log array 5, you should see that they give us the same value. So these are like methods you can use to copy values from an array into a new array. So you can either use the spread operator, you can use the array.from, you can use array.slice. Now this way you can mutate the array, you can change the value, you can play with it, and you are not going to affect the original array. If you I believe this has really taught you something. If you really did, thank you for joining today. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet, do well to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you can always receive notification whenever I post new videos like this. Like and share to your friends, and of course you can also drop a comment if you learned something. Thank you and see you tomorrow. Bye.